What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you. Dude,
Spider-Man does it again.
let's go.
We're coming off a massive day one at the Combine, and if you're looking for where the real money was made, you have to look at this linebacker class. We've been tracking these guys for months, wondering if the athleticism would actually match the tape, and honestly, some of these numbers are just stupid. We're talking about dudes who are basically safety-sized, but moving like track stars, and it's completely flipping the script on how the top 10 is going to look. And we have to start with the guys who used this week to completely skyrocket their stock and force scouts to go back to the tape.
Now, if you want a deep sleeper who look like a total overachiever out there, look at Caleb Alarms-Orr from TCU. He put the league on notice with a 4.47-second 40-yard dash at 234 pounds. The good is officially verified. He added a 40-inch vertical, giving him an unofficial 9.92 RAS, which is the 26th highest score for a linebacker in nearly 40 years. But here's the catch. We aren't sold on him 100% just yet. The bad note for Alarms-Orr is his eye discipline. He can be overly aggressive and bite on play action, and some scouts still think he's a bit mechanical in space. He's got the explosive traits of an overachiever, but teams looking for a downhill thumper are going to have to decide if that athleticism translates to a consistent starter or just a high-end role player. While we're waiting to see if his processing catches up to his speed, this next prospect is a guy who already has that high floor consistency.
Jake Golday from Cincinnati is giving us serious Jack Campbell vibes. He's lengthy, he's athletic, and he just had a great outing. The good is officially stamped. He posted an unofficial 9.84 RAS, making him the 53rd most athletic linebacker out of over 3,200 prospects since 1987. He clocked a 4.62 in the 40 and launched a 39-inch vertical, which is elite for a guy his size. The bad, or at least the concern, he's a bit of a linear athlete. His short area agility and lateral quickness and coverage are just average, meaning he might struggle if a team asks him to mirror shifty running backs one-on-one. People were thinking maybe late second or even early third round for him, but after today, he's probably locked himself into round 2. While Golday offers that traditional size, this next prospect is proving that modern NFL defenses need a specific type of coverage shark in the middle. Then there's Kyle Lewis, the shark out of Pitt. He's a bit smaller at 220 pounds, but he moved like a blur on the turf. He posted a 4.53 in the 40 and an elite 6.97-second three-cone drill, which shows that plus lateral agility teams crave in coverage. The negative is the size. Some teams will view him strictly as a sub-package player or a box safety. But after his 39.5-inch vertical today, his stock is rising as a high-end coverage specialist who can mirror anyone in the slot.
Now, if you would, before we move on, do us a huge favor. If you're feeling the list so far, hit that like button, drop a comment with your own picks, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.
Even with the sleepers making noise, there's a certain Texas star who used this week to remind everyone why he was a blue-chip prospect from the jump. Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas is another one we got to talk about. His stock had been getting a little quiet, maybe even falling a bit lately, but he showed up and reminded everyone why he was a big-time prospect. He tested out great, had a really solid day, and while he's probably still a second-round guy, he's a versatile defender that you can use in a dozen different ways. The added context here is that he posted a 37-inch vertical, showing he's got the pop to match his 4.51 speed. On the downside, some scouts worry about his consistency in diagnosing complex play designs, occasionally reacting a step late compared to the elite processing guys. He stopped the slide and proved he belongs in that top-tier conversation. While Hill solidified his spot, we have to look at the Buckeye who has the league debating exactly where he fits on a Sunday. Arvell Reese just went out there and did exactly what he was supposed to do. He didn't have to break records to prove he's that guy. He clocked in at 4.46, matching the fastest of the day. A major plus for Reese is his size-to-speed ratio. He measured in with nearly 33-inch arms, which is elite for an off-ball linebacker. Now, there is a massive debate right now on whether he's a true OLB or an edge rusher. The negative talk is mainly about his technical pass rush moves. He's admitted he's mostly been winning on pure speed and power, so he's still a work in progress. It is very highly unlikely that any team turns Reese into just a 100% pass rusher. You don't waste that movement in space. He's a lock for the top 4, maybe even going as high as 2 to the Jets. But as good as Reese was, we have to finish with that performance we teased at the start, the one that literally rewrote the record books. The absolute story of the day has to be Sonny Styles. Look, we knew the Ohio State kid was a freak, but nobody expected an NFL record for the linebacker position. He's sitting there at 244 pounds and clears a 43.5-inch vertical. That is just insane. You pair that with a 4.46 in the 40, and you're looking at a guy who is a safety turned linebacker with all the size and a level of polish that's rare for a hybrid. He also led all participants with an 11'2" broad jump, proving that vertical wasn't a fluke. The only bad mark? Some analysts still want to see him improve his block shedding when he's caught in traffic, but with those traits, a coach will bet they can teach that. Everyone had his floor at pick 15 with the Bucks, but that's dead. He's not making it that far. We're starting to look at the Commanders at 7 or the Saints at 8 as the new floor. Thanks for watching. And as always,
What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you. Dude,
Spider-Man does it again.
let's go!